Hey there peeps, it's me Nosy, and I'm back again for a Transformers review. Yeah, quite long awaited as a Transformers review being. Now this is not going to be on any pram things or anything like that, it is in fact a Beast Wars review. The reason why I'm doing a Beast Wars review is that it's occurred to me that I've not done one for a long time. It's been at least, I don't know, I don't really think. We haven't actually done a Beast Wars review in a while, so I thought to kickstart my Transformers reviews again because I've been away from reviewing for at least a good month or more. I haven't actually done a review at all within about a month, 2 to 3 weeks at least. So I thought to kickstart it just so it quenches the thirst of you bloodthirsty, weird people. No joke. You're all great people. Respect. Anyway, so I'm reviewing, as you can see by the title page. Oh yeah, Spittor!
I got a guilty secret to tell before my head explodes. A burden I never wanted. I'm getting close to over.
Right, welcome back. This is Spittor. As you can see, he is a really interesting looking toy. He is in fact, if you didn't know already, he is part of the amphibian family. Just a clue. And he's either a toad or a frog, but I have a feeling he's a toad. Because toads look a little bit more like this than a frog. Yeah, really interesting looking toy. You get these lovely fluorescent orange spots all the way down here, and green eyes, fluorescent green eyes, which look pretty nice, and this translucent see-through plastic, which is all blue, which is kind of interesting, and a bit of black underneath. Before I get too far into the toy, because there's nothing going for it whatsoever in this mode anyway, I'm just going to do a little quick, little background thing, just see if I can find something, and luckily I have. Here it goes. Apparently Spittor, as you can see, Spittor appeared in an unpublished first issue of the Dreamware Comics Beast Wars series. And apparently Spittor was among the troops of us. If you've read any of the comic books known as the Gathering series, and I believe he was in another the Ascending as well. If you've read the graphic novels, you can buy them. Just about any comic book shop sells them, or you can get them online off of eBay or whatever. They're quite easy to get hold of, and it's known as Beast Wars: The Ascending, and there's another one called Beast Wars: The Gathering. They're technically two sister books that kind of run into each other, and it's special RDW comic books that they did for the Beast Wars era to bring, bringing in new characters, bringing in different threat, different edge, different story. Because how the Gathering the Gathering is actually where it leaves off from the original, Optimus Primal, this, that, and the other. But the Ascending is actually where the Ascending includes Armadillo, B-Bomb, Bantor, Buzzclaw, Cybershark, Laserbeak, Manterra, Optimus Minor, not Primal, Minor, Power Pinch, Romulus, Razor Beast, Retrax, Clawjar, Sky Shadow, Spittor, Stink Bomb, and Terrogator. So Spittor was among the troops of Magmatron. Magmatron is now technically it's Megatron, but it's got the forms of the pre. So it's got the dragon form, it's got the Tyrannus form, It's basically about 3 or 4 transformers in one, 3 or 4 alt modes in one that just combine. So it's technically like a Beast Wars combiner. So it's really quite interesting. So you need to check it out, people. So Magmatron in the Beast Wars, the Gathering series. He was in the Gathering series as well. He worked alongside fellow Predacons as Iguanus, Mantera, Transquitor, and Drillbit. Before leaving for prehistoric Earth, Spittor was reformatted into a giant frog. So it is a frog, but technically it looks like more like a toad. After Magmatron activated the status pods, it was Spittor who discovered the first Maximal, Polar Claw, who summarily squashed Spittor. So literally, just started, met his first, what do you call him, Maximal, and he got squished. So it just shows this character isn't exactly the strongest character. He is, if you think about it, he's an awful bit like Starscream. He's got the talk, but when it comes to nitty gritty, he'll just flee. So he's a very selfish, self-minded. He doesn't care about anybody else. But anyway, so subgroup is from Beast Wars Basics, Transmetals. Is in Transmetals, Transmetal 2, and apparently Records as well. His function is Surprise Attack, Amphibious Warrior, which he is. His rank is 6, which is not too bad, and his motto is I'm mean to the core. I've got meanness oozing out of every pore. That sounds pretty cool, actually. Alternate mode is a giant poison frog. Yes. Mode giant transmetal frog. Yeah. So yeah, that's all the main information, and he's a Predator. But anyway, nothing going from in this mode whatsoever. As you can see, it is just a frog. So let's get him transformed. Really simple to transform. Really simple. So those people that already have this guy should know what they're on about. Which I think is pretty cool. You can actually make him look like a frog, where you can just send these legs out. Boing! You know what I mean? Anyway, so let's move all these legs and things. As you can see, these are actually his legs for robot mode, and it's a bit daft. This is the only problem I have with the toy. The toy in general I like, even though it's kind of weird. The legs are very short and stubby, which you can't really accept. I mean, it would have been better if these were his actual legs in robot mode, but they're not. They're his arms. So it's kind of backwards completely. But yeah, these legs just, I don't know if I got it right, but they just seem to tuck in under there, but it's it's from the basic Beast Wars range, so they weren't very inconspicuous, should we say, when in their alt modes. Just bring these bits down, these 2 legs, which are actually his robot mode legs. And that's that. Then what you do, just move these beast mode or amphibian mode arms just there for now. That's what I do. And these what are the back legs in amphibian mode, you just flip it upwards, so, yeah, like so. Bring them down, and now they become arms, which is kind of quite a clever little concept. Then you twist the 4 legs to create his actual legs. Now the whole head assembly here, then to finish it off, you just pull down, and it brings everything up a little bit. The shoulders come up a little bit, and then you can just put the Beast Wars, the Beast mode, their arms or amphibian mode things just down there, and then that reveals the head in turn as well. There's one thing I forgot to show you, which I just remembered. I've just popped the head up. He does have a gimmick, which most of them do. As you can see, his mouth does actually open. There's like a little button here on the back. My hand is. You can't really see it. Bad picture for it. But if you press it like that, it's really weird, as you know, in a Spittor. It's a bit daft. It doesn't actually shoot all the way out, but he shoots his head out. Yeah, that's his robot mode head that he seems to spit out, which is kind of weird. Anyway, that's a little gimmick he has. Anyway, back to robot mode. So yeah, there he is in his robot mode, people. Really, really strange, very lanky. What do you expect from a frog? But he's a very lanky little guy. Then obviously the arms, so the whole colour scheme all supports the same thing, front and back. But yeah, nothing really going for it at all in this mode. It has quite a bit of articulation for a basics figure actually. To give him his justice, he has a good 360 ball joint of the shoulder, but you have to watch it because it all like moves. It has elbow, hand, no individual fingers, but it has hand movement. No head movement, no waist articulation, but it has fairly decent leg and foot movement and 360 twist of the foreleg or the knee. So yeah, so it's got playability factor there, definitely. It's got enough. I mean, I think this will appeal. Obviously, I'm not being sexist here, but I'm just saying this will probably appeal a lot more to lads, to little lads, because women. Even though one of my cousins, she loves like rats, mice, frogs. She likes anything like that because she actually trained to be a vet, so she's used to things like that. But the majority of girls don't like frogs, toads, mice, rats. So this is kind of like a thing that more appeal to a young lad, and it appealed to me because I bought Tony, Soundwave SG1, my good mate. I bought him one from Auto Assembly last year. It was only £5, and I was like, that was actually pretty cool, you know what I mean? So I went on eBay, found him, very, very, very reasonable, very cheap. I think it only cost me about £5 or £6 altogether with postage and everything. Really, really cheap. And that's the latest of my Beast Wars. This is the latest Beast Wars toy that I bought for that part of the collection. But that was months ago when I bought this though. So yeah. So thank you very much, people. That is it really. There's nothing going for him at all. Nothing really unique with him. So yeah. And he stands up very nicely as well. It's easy to see. So yeah. So thank you very much, people. Hope you've enjoyed this review. I will be back very soon, hopefully. Don't quote me on that, but I will be back at some point with more reviews. Just at the moment, I don't really have the tendency, don't really have the achievement or the goal to really get a review out. But this guy was down here already, so I thought, may as well. So yeah, thank you very much, people. I will be back very soon. Thank you for your patience, and you're all awesome people, so bye-bye. Cheers.